Hey everybody, just got back from the adoption place. This is technically round 2. I don't think Spirit wants me to actually spend much time talking about the adoption process. I think the important part was that the bent tip strength card came out for confirmation while I was there. Let me know that I was doing the right thing. I switched decks right before I left and put it in the case and brought it with me. Ten of Pentacles, High Priestess. I know this is the right thing. Four of Wands. It's just hard, you know? I spent the ride home crying. We were listening to Evanescence on top of it. It's like double sad. I mean, my sister asked me if we wanted to change it, but, you know, ever since we started talking about musical algorithms being spirit-led on occasion, the Chariot, the Sun, I've just been letting whatever comes on come on. I'm not dodging particular songs anymore because they remind me of somebody, or because they're sad, or because they're not the right mood. I am allowing whatever comes on to be a message. You know, I've always used Pandora Radio, as much as other people hate it. You know, I haven't met anybody else that likes Pandora, really. But I've got one station that just, like, really knows me well. And I don't even really pay attention to the artist half the time. I just know that that station has what I like, so that's what I use. The Emperor. And I'll, like, recognize a song when it comes on, but that doesn't mean I know, like, who it is. Ace of Cups. And I'm not even really sure what the message is supposed to be today. I think I'm gonna light an incense. Okay. But I don't know. I'm just, you know, I know I have to forgive myself. I have to accept that this is the divine plan, even if it's hard. I turned in that application for the pet store. I filled it out yesterday. And you know, the adoption agency wanted to take the dog too, after everything. Like, I brought him with us today, and they saw him, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll take him. But then I was like, we already had, it's a lady that I ran into in the parking lot here yesterday wants him. Like, I'm not gonna give him to you so that she has to, like, spend money buying him when I think that that's the right home for him. So, Two of Cups. If something doesn't work out with Sheila for whatever reason, then, you know, I'll probably take him back there. But until that doesn't work out, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spit in the face of divine intervention. Wheel of Fortune, by giving him to the adoption agency that wasn't sure they wanted him until they saw him. You know, it's that same kind of energy that we have been experiencing, you know? Like, if it's not a hell no, or if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. And for them, it was a hell no until they realized how special he was. And then they're like, oh yeah, he's great, we'll take him. No, that's not how it works. You're not just going to make money off of him for the adoption. Eight of Swords. That was actually the card I pulled in the parking lot as to whether I should, like, give the dog to them or not. I was like, should I give him to Small Miracles? And Eight of Swords was what we pulled. And then I did another pull for whether we should continue to give it to Sheila, Justice, and I got the Knight of Pentacles, which has been our slow, stable, steady offer. And it's not a question for me. Sheila seems great. I'm not in a mental prison, the Star. Her energy was right. So it's going to be her unless something different happens. But that's where we're at. I turn in the application to the pet store, Ace of Pentacles, and Judgment. I made a decision to follow my passion in career. And you know, it's getting kind of, like, ridiculous that I'm carrying cards around with me all the time. but they're a very useful tool. You know, I can make decisions without them, but I am at a point now where, like, I'm uncomfortable if I don't have them with me. Knight of Pentacles, and Temperance. I rely on the cards. Ten of Pentacles is lining up with the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. We know the direction we've been headed this entire time is the correct way. Temperance, our Earth Angel card, lines up with the High Priestess and the Four of Wands. We know that by going with the Knight of Pentacles energy here and reaching for our Ten of Pentacles, our generational wealth, our legacy, that we will find that stable family home dynamic with our divine partner, regardless of who that is, because we are not putting our expectations out there. Page of Pentacles, we are keeping an open mind, because the Chariot, fast action, coming in quickly, the Ten of Cups, and the Sun all lined up, with the Emperor next. There is a tower here for the Emperor, it looks like, and the Sun lining up with the Emperor and the tower makes me think it might be the... I'm not sure which one, actually. It could be any Emperor. There's one, there's the Twin Flame, there's the King of Cups. So we got King of Wands, King of Cups. There is an Emperor, King of Swords that's been watching, and we don't know him. We don't know his intentions yet. It's not the same one that was in Georgia. King of Pentacles, lining up with the Emperor and the Ace of Cups after that tower. And Queen of Swords, lining up with the Two of Cups and the Wheel. And the World, lining up with the Eight of Swords and the Wheel. Cycle completion. We have passed a mile marker. You know, I had no idea how I was going to... I had no idea how I was going to walk away after dropping her off. Somehow I made it back to the car. Somehow I made it back to the car. And I made it home. And had it together enough to stop in somewhere and turn in an application. You know? Eight of Cups. And Justice. And Eight of Swords and the World. Completing a cycle of mental torment over walking away, being the right thing to do. I'm about to start crying again right now. You know, we've got a game night planned. I'm trying to keep positive mental space open for that. Page of Cups. Page of Cups and the Star. We're following our intuition. We know that we're going the right way. And you know what? This whole process of starting over and giving up everything we care about. Knight of Swords, it's ugly. Do I want to be here crying on camera? No. Am I ashamed of it? No. Judgment. With the Seven of Cups. In order to realize our dreams, we have to pass this test. We have to walk by faith and not by sight. We have to trust divine intervention and divine plan. King of Wands, lining up with Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles here. And even if the cards go back and forth and give us mixed emotions and Spirit doesn't want us to know the truth of the right direction, Seven of Pentacles, we are a work in progress. And there's nothing wrong with not having it figured out right away with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Wands. We have to harness that inspiration, that new idea power with the Ten of Cups, our happiness in the moment, to get through this tower and rejoin our sense of stability. Three of Wands, because inspiration comes and goes, but consistency stays. Strength with our bent tip. It's all going to be okay. We got this, guys. Whatever it is in your life that you have to walk away from, that you have to give up, look for the signs. Get your confirmation. And don't get lost in the heartbreak. Use it as fuel to take your next step. Thanks for watching, guys.